Wall Street. And we are here today because we are going to restore the jobs that Wall Street destroyed. And you know, we can't do that. We can't create those jobs unless we fully fund our education system. And we can't restore those jobs unless we finally fully fund our healthcare system. Now, I promise you, we're going to do our part here. We're going to close those tax loopholes, and we are going to raise revenue. But once we do that, you and I have a challenge. To remember, the American Revolution was about getting rid of a king, but somehow Washington State ended up with King Tim. And King Tim Eyman so he'll put our good work on the ballot. So I have a question for you all. Will you be there in November to uphold the revenue? So, you know, finally, what this rally is about here today, it's about all of us in this state as a community. Or as the late Hubert Humphrey said, the moral test of a community and a government is how we treat those in the dawn of life, our children. How we treat those in the twilight of life, our elderly. And how we treat those in the shadow of life, the sick, the needy, and the handicapped. So let's do the hard work here in Olympia and then on to November, and let's win. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Murray, and thank you all for being here. What you bring here today is hope. Hope that in the middle of the worst recession since the 30s, we can keep our education system moving forward. That with K through 12 and higher ed, we provide for our children to have a future. And I have to ask you, how do you pay for education in this state? It is with revenue. And then for our foster children, those who we are responsible for every day, we must give them hope. And you bring that hope here today. For our parks, our trails, our quality of life, which so easily can be left behind in this time of the Great Recession. That is the future for our children and our grandchildren, and the reason people will come and do business in this state. And you bring hope for that here today. I look around this Capitol and I have to tell you, I am very, very proud to be here. I'm proud to be here with many other representatives and senators who belong to the Party of Hope. And it's going to be our job to solve this crisis by bringing in revenue.
Thank you, Senator Ed Murray and Representative Nelson. I'd like to read to you a long list of representatives and senators that are with us today, and I'll just name their last names. We have Kaiser, Conway, Goodman, Up the Grove, Sells, Nelson, Chase, Simpson, Dickerson, Williams, White, Ormsby, this is great, Green, Dunshee, Roberts, Asakawa, Appleton, and congressional candidate Denny Heck is here running in the 3rd CD in Southwest Washington. Give him a big hand. And Adam Klein snuck in on me. Adam's here also. I just want to, you know, in the rally before, they had about 10 people of color. We got all kinds of diversity here. And diversity is what America is about. I just want to take a quick moment because I know the second language I know is Spanish, and I know some of the translation equipment isn't working. Para mis compañeros y compañeras que hablan español, yo nomás quiero recordarles que estamos aquí para empezar una revolución para justicia, para buscar los fondos para nuestra comunidad, para nuestros hijos, y no vamos a parar, y sabemos que sí lo podemos hacer. ¿Se puede? ¿Se puede? Sí se puede, sí se puede, sí se puede, sí se puede. Thank you very much. Now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce two great leaders in our coalition. We're at the forefront of the struggles that working families face today and ensuring that our kids have a hopeful tomorrow. I'd like to bring up on the stage Paula Maranan, Executive Director of the Children's Alliance, and Rick Bender, President of the Washington State Labor Council. Give him a big hand.
Good afternoon. My name is Paula Maranan. I'm here from the Children's Alliance. I want to hear from you. If you're here because you care about our kids, let me hear you. If you're here because you care about our families, let me hear you. If you're here because you are going to fight for Washington's future, let me hear you. This great recession has caused a crisis in Washington and around the country. This year, the #1 job of our lawmakers is to adopt a budget, the key opportunity to express our values as a state. The cruel reality of this lingering recession is at the very time that when the needs of Washingtonians go up, the revenue to meet those needs goes down. Washington is not alone. At least 47 other states are facing the same challenge.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Are you ready to send a strong message to our lawmakers? No more cuts! No more cuts! No more cuts!
No more cuts! No more cuts! No more cuts! No more cuts! No more cuts! No more cuts! No more cuts!
Last year, we tried an all-cuts budget. $3.6 billion was cut out of our state budget. It was obvious it didn't work because we're in worse shape today than we were last year. Nursing homes have suffered and closed. The list of people waiting for the basic health plan has grown longer than the list of people who don't have it. Thousands of teachers have been laid off. Our children sit in overcrowded classrooms.